Good morning. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Look at all the monkeys swinging in the trees, swinging in the trees, swinging in the trees.
We've got monkeys at the zoo.
We can stay all day.
We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Look at all the crocodiles swimming in the water.
We've got alligators.
Swimming in the water.
Oh,
look at all the water. We can stay all day.
we're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? Can you make your alligator? Come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Yes, Mommy's taking us.
To the zoo tomorrow. Zoo today. Zoo today. Miss Nicole's taking us to the zoo today. We can stay all day.
We're going to the
Zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo.
Going to the
Zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. Well, we are on a field trip. Today's not like any other day. I don't know if you noticed, but in my home classroom, the zoo has come to us. I had some special helpers help me make a zoo because we are on our last letter of the alphabet. What letter is it? It's letter Z. Z, Z, Z. And my favorite thing that letter Z starts with is zoo. And we didn't get to go on our zoo field trip. So I thought, why not just bring the zoo to my house and I can bring it to you. Now this might seem a little silly, I know, but we're gonna have some fun. Let's start in the water. Well, you see, oh, and see this guy, he's gotta be, whoop, I am totally stuck. Oh, you guys always laugh at me when I do stuff like this at school. Okay, this guy's gotta be kept in his cage. Look, we're in the aquarium. We're in the aquarium. We've got, oh, looks like we've got some very interesting fish. There's a rainbow fish, and there's even a book about the rainbow fish. He's so important. We've got a goldfish. Oh my goodness, and I think I even see one of the most famous fish of all. It's a dory. It's a dory. Isn't that silly? Oh, and I think there are even some seals in the aquarium. Curious George likes to go to the aquarium. If you want to read about some of these things in the aquarium, there are so many books about some of our zoo friends. All right, so we're leaving our fish, and my zookeepers really did a great job with all their signage. And we're moving over, on the way to meet one of the scariest things we have in our zoo. I see a very sly fox. What letter does fox start with? Do you remember? There's our fox. Oh, we've even got some things hanging. Oh, we've got a bat. And oh my, these look like, well, they're sloths. Look at the sloths. They're hanging on to each other. But right here down below, we've got, oh, he's trying to get out of his cage. Alex the alligator. Oh, don't let him chomp you. He starts with letter A. A is for alligator. Oh, but then we come over here and we've got some friends that we could pet. This is one of my favorite parts of the zoo. We can see the piggies and sometimes there's a horse. I will pretend like we're feeding our horse, and we've got a duck, quack, quack, quack. Oh, and the sheep are always so cute. All right, let's move on from the petting zoo. And you know what? Some of my favorite things that we always get to see at the zoo on our field trip are the silly monkeys. And you know what? Sometimes they even throw stuff at us. I've even heard they've thrown some stuff at some teachers. Isn't that silly? So we've got our monkeys. And there's a book. Have you ever read Chimpanzees for Tea? It's a good one. It's a good one. We've got our monkeys swinging. And they screech and they scratch like they said in our song. And just on our way over to our monkeys, we can even find, oh, the star of the book, Llama Llama Red Pajama. I even see a moose. I didn't bring my If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And, well, I didn't have a lion. So we had to bring my book about lion lessons. Oh, and we've got my favorite animal, the giraffes. The giraffes. We have even this very strange species of giraffe. He's a green and yellow giraffe. Yes. And then coming over, we got an animal that starts with letter Z. What animal do we have? We've got the zebras. The zebras. Pay no attention to the butterflies. We're going to save those for last. And in our aviary center, we've got the owl. Can you make the sound that an owl makes? Ooh, ooh. We've even got, oh, pay no attention to the little girl behind the glass. I think she must be trying to see the animals in the zoo. We've got a pelican. Now, not a pelican, a flamingo. A flamingo, well, they usually stand like this, but this flamingo, he must have eaten too much food. He can't stand like this. Oh, and we've even got penguins and toucans and so many things. Now, a very rare sighting at many zoos is the very famous panda. We do not have pandas in our Little Rock Zoo, but at Miss Nicole's Zoo, we have pandas of 3 varieties. We've even got a large head panda. Isn't that silly? But our pandas are right down there, followed by our bunnies. Oh, they were just so big they couldn't fit in the petting zoo, but we could pet these bunnies. Oh yeah, so we've got our Velveteen Rabbit story and our Bunny Loves to Read story. It's like we're at a reading zoo. Isn't that crazy? And then, last but not least, a real live butterfly garden is going to be happening soon at Miss Nicole's Zoo. In fact, I don't know if you can tell, but we've got some butterflies. I'm gonna bring it over close. Let's count how many butterflies we have today. 1. There's another one down on the bottom. 2. Do you see the one with his wings all the way open? That's 3. And then we've got 2 hanging out over here. 4 and 5. We've got 5 butterflies. Yesterday, I only had 2. But overnight, 3 more came out of their chrysalis. So we've got 5, and I bet throughout the day, we'll get more and more butterflies. And I've down at the bottom, the zookeepers and I put a couple little oranges. They really love the sweet juice off of those. But then also I've got a cup with sugar water with a cotton ball on the top. And you know, butterflies love to land on flowers. So when they see that cotton ball sticking up, they can land on that and they can drink the sugar water. But we'll take a peek at the butterflies one more time before we leave today. Well, I know this was not the Little Rock Zoo, but I just could not take you on a zoo trip for letter Z week. It's one of my favorite things that we get to do together, and it just makes me sad that we didn't get to go. So I hope you liked my silly zoo that we have at my house. My girls and I had a lot of fun putting it together. But let's get to our circle time. We're going to do a speedy circle time because we've got a craft and a Bible story today. Plus, our field trip took a little bit longer. All right, are you ready? So let's do our pledge. Stand up. And here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Good job. Good job. All right. We didn't have a real class. I had a video for you guys to watch on Monday. So it's not Monday. We got to think about our days of the week. Ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 So if it's not Monday, we don't come to school on Tuesday. What day is it? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, and our month is still April. It starts with a A. Let's spell it. A-P-R-I-L. April 29th. We're getting so close to the end of April. We're getting so close to the end of April, which means we're really getting close to the end of the school year. Just a couple weeks left. So let's try our song. You ready? Here we go. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. April 29th. April 29th. Yesterday was Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. All right, so today is Wednesday, April 29th. And we need to look out the weather window, see what the weather is on April 29th. I'm looking out. Oh, my monkeys are enjoying this weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather today? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Or is it cloudy today? Well, I do believe we've got some pretty weather, but I saw something happening out there. We've got a hammock, and I can see it blowing in the wind. So that must mean that it's windy. And right now, it's still kind of cool, but it's going to be it's going to be right around that warm point today. So we'll put our clip right here in the middle between cool and warm. That's our weather. That's our weather. That's our weather today. It is windy and it's gonna be warm. That's our weather today. Good job. Good job. Well, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but we've moved on to a new letter. We've moved on to letter Z. And you know what? Letter Z makes a really fun sound. Zzz. Can you say that with me? Put your teeth together like this. Zzz. For, what is it? Zipper. Oh, and this guy, he's running. He's not running straight. He's not running in a circle. He's running in a zigzag. Zigzag. What number do you see on the shirt? It's a 0. It's a 0. Oh, and Miss Nicole just took you here. We went to the zoo. Zoo. And we saw a zebra, and we're going to make a zebra in just a little bit. And this one's kind of tricky, but in our address, we've got a zip code. We've got a zip code. Those are some of our Z things, so I'm going to stick our Z things over here. But when we are writing our Z, and I want you to find a piece of paper, and just a plain white piece of paper, and you can try this with me. You can try this with me, okay? So I'm gonna make one, let's see if I can do it straight. 1, 2, 3 lines on top, 1, 2, 3 lines on bottom, because we're gonna make 3 capital Z's and 3 lowercase z's. Now when I make my Z, I wanna start at the top, not at the bottom. So I'm gonna go over, and then I'm gonna go, it's kind of a diagonal line, and then over. And the reason I drew that line is because we want it to sit on the line when we're writing our letters. This letter sits on the line, so I'm gonna go across the top, down, and over. My pen never picks up with this movement. My capital Z again, across the top, diagonal down, and over. Now I'm gonna make my lowercase z, and I'm gonna make it smaller because our lowercase z is just almost like a little baby z. So I'm just gonna make it a little smaller, but it's still gonna sit on the line. Over, diagonal down, back over. Over, diagonal down, back over. Over, diagonal down, back over. Can you practice writing your Z's? I would love to see your letter Z's, your capital letter Z's and your lowercase letter Z's, okay? All right. Well, in the Bible, there is a really cool story, and I want you to find your Bible page, because while I'm reading the story about this man, he's a wee little man, while I'm reading the story, I want you to color your last page in our ABC Bible book. Our last page is our Z page. Does anybody know who this is hiding up in the tree? His name is Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. He climbed up in the sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in that tree, and he said, Zacchaeus, you come down here, for I'm going to your house today. For I'm going to your house today. So Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus so badly that he climbed up in a tree so he could get a really good look at him. So let's go ahead and color. Think about what color you're going to color your tree, and take your time doing your best coloring, okay? It says, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. That's what Jesus said in the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 5. So you color while you listen to our story. And in my children's Bible, it's called a short man. A short man. People crowded the streets to see Jesus. Zacchaeus wanted to see too, but he was too short. So he climbed up in a tree. As Jesus was passing by, he looked up and said, Zacchaeus, come down. I want to go to your house. Well, Zacchaeus scrambled down the tree. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. And those were kind of the bad guys back then. His job was to get the tax money from the people and give it to the king. Nobody liked him. He was surprised but happy that Jesus wanted to go to his house. A crowd of people stood outside the house and they grumbled, "Why is Jesus in there?" Because remember, did they like Zacchaeus? Mm-mm. Zacchaeus told Jesus, "I will give the money to the poor, and I will pay back anyone that I have cheated. In fact, I will give them back more money than I took." Jesus was happy that Zacchaeus was going to make things right. And there's Jesus and Zacchaeus. So even though Zacchaeus was not very popular, they said they didn't like him. He knew he didn't have very many friends. Who still knew Zacchaeus and who wanted Zacchaeus to do the right thing? Who spent time with Zacchaeus? Jesus. Jesus, even though Zacchaeus had made some wrong choices and some wrong decisions, Jesus still loves him and wanted to spend time with him. So, that's our story. You can keep coloring if you want, but you can finish it after our video's over, because now we're gonna make our zebra craft. Now, I am gonna use a paper plate, but if you don't have a paper plate, or if your mom or dad don't have a paper plate, if they could just cut you a really large circle on a piece of white paper, that would work too, okay? But I've got my white paper plate because we're gonna make a white and black zebra. So what I'm gonna do, I've got just a little piece of black, and I went ahead and I started drawing a couple things on here. The first thing that I drew, and you can have mom or dad help you, but we need an oval, So I'm gonna cut out my oval, and this is gonna be my zebra's, my zebra's nose, mouth area, okay? So I've got my oval, and I'm gonna, and it's not perfect. Miss Nicole didn't cut it exactly perfect. Just do your best, okay? Remember, open, shut, open, shut. So now I'm gonna take my glue, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, kind of close to the bottom of my plate. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on there. Remember, I like to put the glue on the back of the piece of paper that I'm gluing down so that I don't get glue all over my, my blank canvas there. So I'm gonna put my zebra snout, we'll call it a zebra snout, right down here at the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna take, and I've got all these scraps, but we're gonna use every bit. So now I'm gonna cut out probably 6 triangles. And I'm gonna call these are kind of gonna be, we'll say they're tall triangles, because they're gonna kind of look like stripes. So do you see how Miss Nicole they're kind of skinny, tall triangles? I need 6 of these. So mom and dad, if you want to draw them and have your child cut them out, that would be awesome. I'm going to do them real quick because, like I said, and they don't have to be the same, because I don't know if you've ever paid attention to our zebras at the zoo. Their stripes are not exactly the same either. So I've got 4 done. I'm gonna do 2 more. Let's see. All right. So now these are my zebra stripes. So now I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna put 3 on each side, and I'm just gonna kind of do them right here. And if you want to make yours a little bit bigger than mine, you can. But I'm gonna go ahead and glue these guys on. So I've got one stripe. Here comes number 2. See how I'm doing that? And you kind of, remember we always kind of press it down and we count to maybe 5 just to make sure it sticks really good. And there's number 3 on this side. Are you starting to see what we're gonna do, what he's gonna look like? And then over here, let me do this is stripe number 4. Put a little more glue on this guy. And these triangles, we're using our shapes. So while you are making your zebra, you can review your shapes. So far we've got an oval. What shape is our plate? Our plate is a circle, and our stripes are triangles. All right, so far so good. There's part of our zebra. Now I'm gonna use just a little bit of the white. So maybe if you used part of your white paper for the circle, you still have some scraps left. Because now I'm gonna make my zebra ears, and guess what? They kind of need to be a little bit fatter triangles. So I'm gonna do 2 of those because he's got 2 ears. And then I'm gonna, there's his ears. Then I'm gonna make a little bit smaller, and I kind of drew these already, but I'm gonna make a little bit of a smaller triangle to fit inside my zebra ear. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. And I kind of rounded this triangle a little bit, and I want it to be a little bit smaller. So now I'm gonna put the black part is gonna be the inside of my zebra ear. Just like that. And I put the other part inside my zebra ear. Now I'm going to try, let's see, because I didn't bring my stapler in today. I'm going to try to get this to stick on while I'm still working with you guys. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right underneath my black triangle. I'm going to stick it over here. And hopefully he'll stick. I'm going to do the same thing for my other ear. I'm going to squeeze down, make sure it sticks real good. My fingers are sticky, so it's not. Okay, so there are my ears. Now, with some of these scraps, let's just cut some really skinny, just, you could even just do, we'll call it a tuft of hair. So I just made a rectangle, and now I'm just gonna go snip, 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 snip. And look at this. Now I'm gonna put it right back here. And I glued it to the back of the plate. But look, and I can even kind of mess with it so that it's, all right, so we've got his zebra hair, we've got his zebra ears, we've got his snout, we've got his stripes. I think he's missing some eyes. So I'm gonna use my marker and I'm gonna draw some eyes. And if we were at school and we had our googly eyes, we would probably put some cute googly eyes on there. So if you've got some of those at home, feel free to use them. What shape are the eyes? They're circles. And now if you have a white crayon or even one of those gray crayons, or maybe you've got, I don't know, maybe a chalk pen or a white colored pencil, we're just gonna kind of make two little real small ovals on his snout. And then because I want to give him a cute little smile, I'm going to give him a cute little smile. And ta-da! There is our zebra. All right. So I hope you have a lot of fun making our zebra craft. So we've been to the zoo. We've read about Zacchaeus. We've made a zebra. We even practiced our Z's. You guys have done a lot today. So we're gonna wrap it up, and I can't wait to see you on Friday. Maybe even tomorrow for a really short butterfly craft, because I bet we're gonna have more butterflies. We'll see you all on Friday, on Friday, on Friday. See you all on Friday for letter Z and toad suck. Fun.